Hello guys, good morning. I'm by names of Oyet Isaac. I want to thank you guys for having logged into my channel and watching my videos. Last time we talked about we're talking about citations. So today I still want to elaborate a bit more on citations, how they are done. Last time we looked at something else. We talked about how to cite, how it's done when the authors are more than one, or maybe there are two. We talked about them. So today I briefly want to go into and look more into it further, into citations. So there is this APA guide I got. Yes, APA guide to the APA 6th edition referencing style. So let's see what it talks about. Yeah, it talks about what APA is all about, talks about why we reference. Yes, when you reference, you use the standardized style to acknowledge the source of information used in your assignment. It's also important to acknowledge someone else's ideas or words you have used in the academic writing. It encourages, academic writing encourages paraphrasing information you have researched and read. And then paraphrasing means rewording something you have read into your own words. If you use someone else's words or work and fail to acknowledge them, you may be accused of plagiarism and infringing copyright. Referencing correctly enables the maker or reader of your assignment to locate the source of information. They can verify the information or read further on the topic. Referencing also allows for you to retrace your steps and locate information you have used for assignments and discover further views or ideas discussed by the author. Okay? Yes. So there are two main steps in referencing. We're not going to go into details about that. We talked about them in the previous video. So here is what main I wanted to focus on. It is how to reference. We talked about referencing in text citations. We gave examples in the other previous text. So even though you have put someone else's ideas or information in your own words, you still need to show where the original idea or information came from. This is all part of the academic writing process. When citing in text within an assignment, use the author's last name followed by the year of publication. I think we gave far much more better examples the other side. So in case you're not understanding this, you might want to go back and watch the other videos on how to cite. Yes, these are almost the same examples, but the other had better examples that you could probably understand. So in case there are 3, 4, or 5 authors, this is what I was talking about in the previous video. If a work has 3, 4, or 5 authors, cite all authors the first time, and from then on include only the last name of the first author followed by the words et, then al. We also talked about this in our last video. We talked about it into details. Then the referencing list. Then in case there are 6 or 7 authors, if a work has 6 or more authors, cite only the last name of the first author followed by the et al each time you refer to his work. For example, we have an example there: Mikosh et al semicolon 2010. I'm clear. When a source has up to 7 authors, include all names in the reference list. For example, this Mikosh P, you write down all their names the way you just see them here. Effectiveness of respiratory sinus arrhythmia. This is a very good example. 8 or more authors. When there are 8 or more authors, cite only the last name of the first author, followed by the ET/AL each time you refer to his work. To this work. For example, Vising ET/AL 2004. Then the reference list, that's how probably you will refer. It's a very good example as well. Then, in case there's a group of authors, the names of groups that serve as authors, corporations, associations, government agencies are usually written in full each time they appear in a text citation. Then we have what we call the first text citation. Then we have second and subsequent citations. We have that. Then in case the information is similar, referred to by another author, there may be an occasion to refer to more than one source in relation to similar information. In this case, list the sources in alphabetical order within brackets separated by a semicolon. For example, resilience is seen as the ability to overcome adversary, combat stress, and bounce back from hardships. Dawson, 2006, Overton, 2005. Then that's the reference list. Then if we have the same author and the same date, if a work has the same author and same date, differentiate between them by assigning lowercase letters A, B, C, etc. They are listed in the reference list alphabetically by title. Refer to the APA Manual 2010, page 178-182. Now there's an example. Eyes are susceptible to melanoma. Even though it's rare, you can write this into brackets, Cancer Society of New Zealand 2013A. According to the Cancer Society of New Zealand 2013B, the rate, that's a very good example as well that you can follow. Then we can have the reference list. Then we have one work by another author when the author is cited more than once in a paragraph. I refer to the AP Manual 2010. Good. Page 174. So we can one work by another author when the author is cited more than once in a paragraph. You also need to refer to another APM Manual 2010, page 174, section 6.11. The rules for this are quite complex, mostly because there is one rule for citations in brackets, parenthetical, that's in brackets, and other rules for citations that are part of the narrative. Part of the narrative means that the reference of a sentence and not in brackets. For example, if a citation is part of the narrative, it looks like according to Jones, that's 2013, or Jones states. If a citation is parenthetical, it looks like Jones 2013. Okay? Then from there we can talk about citations in brackets. I think I talked about these, most of them, in the other previous video. Yeah, I don't want to go so much into repeating the same things. Yeah, I just wanted to give you an enlightenment by referring to an APA book to see what we're talking about. Yeah, and then we can also refer to the APA book 2010, the one we have been looking at mostly here. Yes, for more references and learning how to cite properly. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Till we meet again.